Time is the most valuable resource you have. Every day it slips through your fingers, never to return. You can't buy it. You can't save it. Once it's gone, it's gone. But we treat it like it's limitless, like there's always more of it to waste. The truth is, there isn't. Time is finite. You're given 24 hours every single day, and how you use those hours determines what you accomplish, who you become, and what you leave behind. You can either let time control you or take control of time. The choice is yours, but understand this: every second you waste is a second you'll never get back, and that's something you have to recognize if you're serious about changing your life. The first step in mastering time is recognizing its power. Time isn't just something that ticks by in the background. It's the foundation of everything you do. It's the backdrop against which your entire life is played out. What you do with time determines what you get out of life. Your future is built on how you use the time you're given today. You're not just living for today, you're living for tomorrow. But here's the thing: tomorrow doesn't come if you waste today. If you don't invest in today, you have nothing to show for it when tomorrow arrives. It's that simple. Look at the people who succeed at the highest level. What do they have in common? It's not talent, it's not luck, and it's not connections. It's the way they manage time. They treat every minute like it's precious. They wake up early, they stay focused, they don't let distractions pull them away from their purpose. They're intentional with their time. You see, successful people understand that their time is a limited resource, and they don't waste it. They know that every hour counts. They know that every decision they make with their time is a decision about their future. They don't let distractions take away their focus. They don't let the opinions of others dictate their actions. They understand that the key to getting ahead in life is using time strategically, not just reacting to whatever comes their way. Now, let's talk about distractions, because that's where most people lose their time. We live in a world full of distractions: social media, TV, games, the endless scrolling of content. These are all distractions that steal your time. They lure you in with the promise of entertainment, relaxation, or a momentary escape from the grind of life. But what they really do is rob you of your potential. You might tell yourself you'll just check your phone for a few minutes, but those few minutes turn into hours. You might tell yourself you're just going to watch one episode of a show, but before you know it, you've watched an entire season. The problem is, every time you give in to these distractions, you're trading your time for temporary pleasure. You're not investing in your future, you're wasting your future. Now, I know some people will argue that they need a break. They need to unwind, they need to relax. I get it. But here's the truth: you don't need to waste your time to unwind. There are ways to take a break, to refresh yourself, without giving up hours of your life to things that don't move you forward. A break doesn't have to mean mindlessly scrolling through social media or watching TV for hours on end. You can take a break by going for a walk, reading a book, journaling, meditating, or doing something that nourishes your mind and body. You don't have to fall into the trap of wasting time just to unwind. A break doesn't need to come at the cost of your growth. Think about it. How much time do you actually waste each day? How many minutes do you spend scrolling through your phone? How many hours do you spend watching TV, playing video games, or doing things that don't contribute to your goals? If you're serious about mastering time, you need to be brutally honest with yourself about where your time is going. You need to track your day. Write down every activity you do and how long it takes. You'll be surprised by how much time you waste on things that don't matter. And once you see how much time you're wasting, you'll have no excuse not to make a change. You'll realize that you have more time than you think. You just need to use it better. Once you've identified where your time is being wasted, it's time to make a plan. You need to prioritize your time based on what matters most to you. Time is like money, it needs a budget. Without a budget, it just slips through your fingers. But with a plan, you can make sure you're spending your time on the things that will bring you closer to your goals. And this isn't about being rigid or obsessive. It's about being intentional. It's about saying, I know exactly where I'm spending my time, and I'm choosing to invest it in the things that matter. That's how you take control of time. The next step is creating a routine. Your routine is the blueprint of your day. It's the structure that supports everything you want to accomplish. If you want to succeed, you need to develop a routine that maximizes your time and energy. Successful people don't just wake up and let the day happen to them. They wake up with a plan. They know exactly what they're going to do from the moment they open their eyes. They've built their day around their most important tasks, and they've made sure that they're giving their best energy to the things that matter most. The best part, your routine doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to spend hours planning every single detail, but you do need to have a basic framework, a plan for how you're going to use your time. If you don't have a plan, then you're just drifting. One of the most powerful ways to take control of your time is to set goals. Goals give you something to work toward. They give you a sense of direction. Without goals, you're just wandering through life, reacting to whatever comes your way. But with goals, you're proactive. You're making time work for you. When you set goals, you're giving your time a purpose. You're not just filling your hours with random tasks. You're filling them with meaningful work that moves you closer to your vision. And when you set goals, you have a reason to use your time wisely. You're not just spending time, you're investing it. But here's the thing about goals, they don't happen overnight. They require consistent effort, and that's where time management comes in. You have to break your goals down into actionable steps and prioritize your time based on what will get you closest to those steps. You don't achieve your goals by working hard for a day or a week. You achieve your goals by working hard every single day. It's about building momentum. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it. And it's about using your time wisely to build the future you want. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's not. There are going to be days when you feel like giving up. There are going to be days when you feel like you've hit a wall. But that's when time becomes your greatest ally. Time doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're tired or frustrated or discouraged. Time keeps moving, and you can either move with it or get left behind. If you use your time wisely, if you stay focused and disciplined, you'll look back and see that the effort you put in today paid off tomorrow. That's the power of time. Success isn't an accident. It's the result of deliberate action. Every choice you make, every minute you spend doing something that moves you forward is a step toward the life you want. And every minute you waste is a step away from that life. Time is the ultimate test. It's the great equalizer. We all have the same 24 hours, but it's how we use them that makes all the difference. You can't control how much time you have, but you can control how you use it. And that's the key to success. So here's the challenge. Treat time like it's the most valuable thing in the world, because it is. Every minute you spend is a minute you'll never get back. Make the most of it. Use it wisely. Build the life you want, 1 hour at a time, because time waits for no one. And if you're serious about achieving your goals, you need to stop wasting it. Take control of your time, and you'll take control of your destiny. If you've come this far, then you already understand that time is not just slipping through your hands, it's shaping your destiny, whether you like it or not. So now it's not just about protecting your time. It's about elevating how you use it, because here's the truth. How you handle time will determine how time handles you. You either master it or you become its victim. There is no middle ground. You don't get to live a great life by casually walking into it. You get there by deciding that every second, every moment, every breath matters, and then you align your life with that decision. Most people treat time like it's a backup option. They believe they'll start tomorrow. They'll hustle tomorrow. They'll be disciplined tomorrow. But tomorrow is just a convenient way of avoiding the discomfort of now, and the longer you delay, the deeper you sink into the quicksand of mediocrity. The world doesn't reward people who wait. It rewards people who work. It rewards the ones who get up early, show up consistently, and push through the pain of discipline because they've already seen the price of regret. When you begin to understand that procrastination is not just laziness, but sabotage, you'll get serious about moving. Because every time you delay what you know you need to do, you're not just wasting time, you're planting seeds of failure. And those seeds will grow whether you intend them to or not. You've got to start using your time to build something bigger than comfort. You've got to start using it to build something meaningful, something lasting. Time is the soil, and your actions are the seeds. If you sow discipline, focus, and intention, you'll harvest success, peace, and fulfillment. But if you sow distraction, excuses, and laziness, you'll reap regret, frustration, and emptiness. That's the law of time. It's not biased. It doesn't care about your background or your struggles. It responds to your input. It multiplies what you give it. It's a mirror that reflects your choices. So look at your time like a builder looks at bricks. Lay them carefully, stack them with purpose, because if you waste even one, your foundation suffers. Now let's get real about excuses, because that's where a lot of people get stuck. They say they don't have enough time. But the truth is they don't have the right priorities. You've got 24 hours just like everyone else. The question isn't whether you have time. The question is what you're doing with the time you have. Are you using it to grow, to learn, to build your dream, or are you using it to stay comfortable, stay entertained, and stay stagnant? Because time doesn't lie. Your schedule is a reflection of your values. What you make time for is what you truly care about. So if you say you want success but spend your evenings watching TV, then success isn't really your priority. Comfort is, and that's a hard pill to swallow. But it's the one you've got to take if you want to rise. So how do you flip the script? You get intentional, you wake up with a mission, you stop letting time just happen to you, and you start happening to time. That means setting boundaries. That means saying no to things that don't serve your purpose. That means protecting your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. You only have so much mental, emotional, and physical energy in a day. And if you waste it on things that don't matter, you'll have nothing left for the things that do. That's why you have to build your life around what you value most, not around what's convenient. Convenience is the enemy of greatness. Because greatness requires sacrifice, it requires discomfort, it requires pushing past what feels good in the moment for what's going to feel right in the future. You've got to look at your day and ask yourself, is this how someone with my goals would live? If the answer is no, then something's got to change. You can't keep doing average things and expect exceptional results. You've got to level up your standards. If you want more, you have to become more. And that means using your time to grow every single day. Read the books, watch the lectures, learn the skills, make the calls, do the work. Time won't hand you success. It'll give you the opportunity to earn it. But only if you show up and put in the work. Nobody is coming to do it for you, and the clock doesn't stop for anybody. Either you use time or it uses you. You also need to learn to be ruthless with distractions. Because every time you check your phone, every time you scroll, every time you let your mind wander away from the task at hand, you're handing your future to something else. And for what? A temporary hit of dopamine. A laugh, a moment of escape. That moment becomes a pattern, and that pattern becomes your life. You cannot afford to let your focus be hijacked. You've got to reclaim your attention like your life depends on it. Because it does. In this world, your focus is your most valuable currency. Don't spend it on nonsense. Don't waste it on people or platforms that don't care about your future. Invest it in your dream. Invest it in your growth. Invest it in your purpose. And speaking of purpose, that's the engine behind using time like a boss. You need to know why you're doing this. What are you building? Who are you becoming? What legacy are you leaving behind? Because when your why is strong, your discipline becomes automatic. You stop negotiating with time. You stop making excuses. You wake up with fire. You grind with purpose. You rest with intention. Purpose gives every moment weight. It transforms the ordinary into the sacred. When you know your purpose, you stop wasting time. You start honoring it. But this isn't just about the hustle. This is about wisdom. Using time like a boss means understanding that rest is also part of the game. It's not just about doing more, it's about doing what matters. There's a difference between being busy and being productive. Don't fall into the trap of filling your calendar just to feel important. Fill it with things that move you, things that matter, things that build you. Protect your peace, schedule your rest, prioritize your health. Because burn out won't get you to the top, balance will. You don't win by sprinting aimlessly. You win by running the right race with endurance. And don't forget, using time like a boss means valuing people. The moments you spend with your loved ones, the time you give to mentor someone, the presence you bring into a room, that's all part of the game. Don't be so focused on the destination that you forget to honor the journey. Relationships matter, people matter, impact matters. Success without love, without connection, without meaning, that's just noise. So yes, grind, yes, build, yes, stay focused, but don't lose sight of the hearts around you. Sometimes the most powerful way to use your time is to just be fully present for someone else. Now let's talk about resilience, because no matter how disciplined you are, no matter how intentional your schedule is, life will punch you in the face. Plans will fail, people will disappoint you, your energy will dip, but you've got to get back up. You've got to recommit. You've got to reclaim your time again and again. Don't let failure waste your time. Let it refine how you use it. Every setback is a teacher. Every delay is a classroom. Learn the lesson and keep moving. Time rewards the persistent, the ones who show up when it's hard, the ones who grind in the dark. The ones who fall then get up smarter, sharper, and stronger. You're not just spending time, you're forging resilience. And above all else, you need to act, because none of this matters if you don't move. Don't just sit on this information. Don't just feel inspired and then fall back into your old ways. Take action, build the plan, make the call, cut the distraction, start the project, wake up early, say no to what drains you. Say yes to what builds you, because you don't get another life. This is it, and the clock is ticking. There is no pause button, there is no rewind, there is only now, and what you do now determines everything that comes next. You want to be great. Use time like it's the key to your future, because it is. You want to change your life, change how you use your hours. Stack one great day on top of another. Stack one powerful moment on another. That's how you build something eternal. So when the world tries to tell you to slow down, to drift, to waste time, remember who you are. You are not average. You are not made to coast. You are made to create. You are made to build. You are made to lead. And your time is your weapon. Use it wisely. Use it fearlessly. Use it like a boss. So now the choice is yours. No more excuses. No more delays. No more waiting for the perfect time, because this is it. This is the moment. Time is not your enemy. It's your ally if you learn to respect it, command it, and use it like a boss. You were not created to live on repeat. You were created to rise, to rule, and to make every second count. So step into your purpose. Take control of your hours, own your days, because when you master your time, you unlock your power. And once you unlock your power, there is nothing on this earth that can stop you.